Hey guys, so I decided that I was going to do some videos for you guys that are kind of the condensed version of what Lindsay did. You guys are more than welcome to watch both of them, but I think they can be a little bit confusing. I remember when I first started, I had to watch them like 3 or 4 times to fully understand it, which is totally fine. I think that the more that you watch it, the better that you'll understand it anyways. Um, and so I'm going to do a series of videos to just kind of help you guys understand it from the way that we do it. And I hope that that will help you guys succeed. So I'm first going to start to talk about terminology because the terminology part is probably the most confusing other than the compensation plan, but the most confusing about the business just because there's so many like words that you have to kind of understand in order for it to make sense. So I'm going to go in a little bit of depth about those. So first of all, or the downline. Your downline is anything that is underneath you. So anybody who buys a kit from you, anybody that buys a kit from somebody who's underneath you, it doesn't matter who, it's just anybody who shows up in your downline underneath you. That's your downline. That's what a downline is. And then the other side of that would be your upline. So anybody who's above you is your upline. So the enroller who enrolled you would be your upline. And then we go from there, we do silver upline, your gold upline, your platinum upline, your diamond upline, all the way up to the line to Royal Crown Diamond. And so currently right now as I'm making this video, I would be the silver upline, Jill Berger would be the gold upline, and then Ashley Compton would be our platinum upline. And I don't think anybody is a diamond yet in our leg underneath Lindsay besides her, and she's Royal Crown Diamond. So those are the ranks. You go star, senior star, executive, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond. And so those are the ranks for you to hit. Royal Crown Diamond is the very at the top. So if you ever need help, your upline is supposed to be there to help you. So right off the bat, if you have a question and your enroller is doing the business, you should immediately go to your enroller. If they're not doing the business, then you would go to the next person above them. And then if that person's not doing it, then you would just continue up the line until you get the help that you need. And don't feel bad reaching out to somebody who is above them if they don't know what they're doing or whatever it is, because we're all trying to help, each other out here. So don't feel bad about that. So that's what your upline is. When you see levels, levels means, okay, so for instance, I'm going to actually write this out. So this would be, okay, say that this is you, all right? This is you. And say that you get your first business leg, okay? So this is your first business leg, and we're going to call them Patty, okay? And then you get a second business leg, and we're going to call them Susie, okay? Patty and Susie are your level 1. That's who you make the most off of, okay? Patty and Susie. Say Patty signs up Bob, okay? And then she signs up George. I love my names, okay? And then Susie signs up Anne. Okay? Anne, George, and Bob are all your level 1s, okay? And it just, or oops, your level 2s, I'm sorry. Your level 2s, okay? So do you see how that works? This would be your level 1, this will be your level 2. You get paid the most on your level 1, and then you get paid less on your level 2, the same on your level 3, less on your level 4, same on your level 5, and the very least on your level 6, and then you don't get paid any more on your levels. So you only get paid on those first 6 levels. I have had people ask me, say, after the level 6, do we just not help that person anymore? And I would tell you, no, absolutely not, because you still need your level 6 and your level 7 to help your level 5 and your level 4 to hit OGV. And so you need to always help work your levels. No matter how far down the line it goes, you're always, if you're a leader and you're in this for the long run, then you always want to help those people underneath you, on no matter what the levels are. Okay, so that's what your level is. The next thing that we have is sponsor. So sponsor and enroller, and I'll talk about both of these at the same time. You are always the enroller. The enroller is the one that makes the kit bonus, which is the $25 of fast start, and then the $25 actual kit bonus, which will go into depth in another video. And so the enroller always makes that. The reason why we have a sponsor, especially for us, is because of stacking. And that is what Lindsay came up with. And so the way that we stack is, and I'll probably do another video on stacking because it's a little complex, but just the overview is, if you have a link that you're sending to somebody who wants to get a kit, you will see in the link enroller and then your number and then sponsor, and either your number if you have no business legs, or you would put the sponsor's number, one of your business legs, as theirs in there. And so that just means that when you're making that link and you're the enroller number and then your business leg is a sponsor number, you don't have to call into Young Living and ask them to move your kit sale underneath them. And the reason why we do that is to help build our people underneath us. If we are helping build underneath us, our business legs, helping them build up, then we rank faster. That's why the lemon droppers are so successful, is because they just continue to stack underneath. They build up their first and second legs, and then those people stack underneath them, and they build them up, and then you all of a sudden are at executive or silver because of the way that you stack. So that's what that means. And then we have, let's see here. The next ones, let's talk about for terminology, is going to be OGV, PV, and PGV. Okay? So you'll see these on your virtual office when you start to do this. So OGV is overall gross volume. That is anything underneath you, including yourself. So you have, say you have one business leg, and that business leg has a business leg, and they sell a kit. Every single one of you is going to count as your OGV. That's your overall gross volume. Your PV is your personal volume. This is what you put in. As a lemon dropper, you are required, if you're being stacked, to have 100 PV on ER every month. Okay? ER is Essential Rewards. It's their loyalty program. Basically, this just means to us that you're serious about the business and that you're going to continue to do this. And if you're putting that much in, then you're going to work that much harder to get it out by going out there and trying to get kit sales. So if you have an enroller who's actively doing the business and you become a business leg, you must do 100 PV on ER. You also want to do 100 PV because it gets you used to the fact that if you're ranking, you always have to put that in to get a paycheck to hit all of the commissions below you. And so if you don't put in the 100 PV, then you're not going to get all the commissions and you're not going to get that big paycheck that you want. So if you get used to putting 100 PV on ER, then that's just going to help you. One of the things that we do for that is asking people if they want to add their oils to our order, and we'll share our discount with them. It's a great tool that Lindsay has come up with for us to be able to hit that 100 PV every month, but not necessarily out of our own pockets. So you'll see a whole bunch of graphics from your Upline or whoever who's doing it about my ER is going through on the 10th, and I'll share my discount with you and do free shipping. So the way that we do free shipping is you basically pay the flat fee for ER every month, which is $6, and then you would get like the padded envelopes from the dollar store that are 50 cents a piece, and you would just put their order in there and send them out. Or if they live near you, you can put them in a little baggie with a brochure or whatever and give them to them. I personally, and it's completely up to you, I do not add people's oils to my order if they've already purchased a kit. They are a wholesale member now, and so they need to make their own orders. They shouldn't be adding on to you. You should explain to them in depth about what ER is and how they can order their own oils now at wholesale because they are a wholesale member. So if they come to you after they have the kit, 3 months later, and they're like, oh, I need those, you should refer them to their virtual office and help them and do that. So that's that for the first one, and then I will do some more videos about other stuff, okay?